Alright guys, this is Sonic here again. We are on another segment with Beyond with Sonic. Alright, today is the day that I sit back, relax and let my friend do the talking. Most of them are successful trader. They trade such as like Forex, stocks. As for today, we have a great friend of mine who is an independent stock trader. His name is Kelvin Lee, and I hope you will find a lot of things that you can learn from him. Alright, so let's enjoy the interview. Alright, thank you. Hi guys, this is Sonic here. Okay, I would like you guys to meet my great friend of mine. His name is Kelvin. Hi Kelvin.
Hey, hi.
Hi Kelvin. Okay,
Hi, Charles. Yeah, hi.
thanks for your time, bro. I know you're busy, and yeah, I understand that you're busy with a lot of things, but thank you for coming by. All right, let's jump straight into the some question. All right, Kevin, would you mind telling us more about yourself, please, Kelvin?
Okay, basically I've been trading for quite a certain amount of years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through I've seen through the Lehman crisis and stuff like that. So I think it's about more or less about 10 years or so.
Okay, okay.
So I'm holding a professional job as well. So you can consider me as like what my wife is saying lah. I'm holding two jobs at one time lah.
I see,
So
I
at
see.
night I will start to do a lot of my homework and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see, I see. All right.
So what got me into trading
Mm-hmm.
wise, I would feel that I
Mm-hmm.
like the market movement. I like to see how the market is running up and down.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way or two, it got me years ago when I start to know someone
Okay.
who is also a day trader himself.
I see. Mm-hmm.
And he introduced me to like the first thing is like candlestick.
Uh-huh.
So it
Mm-hmm.
got me very interested and I start to, do more of like learning and stuff like that. And
Okay.
just like the previous presenter, Jonathan, the first stock he introduced to me was Costco
Okay.
when it was like $2 and I have
Ah, yeah,
no
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
knowledge about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I went to buy and I start to sell it and I think it's like $5 plus six. Where I think, wow,
Ah,
the profit is quite, yeah, I thought the profit was quite, substantial and it's
mm-hmm.
quite good.
I see.
So at that point of time, I thought it was like a cheap thrill.
I
So
see. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
journey starts from there. In
I
fact,
see. I see. So,
mm.
it's like you have been started trading since like 10 years back, and right. I mean, you started with stocks and stuff, right? Am I right to say that, Kelvin?
Yeah, I started with stocks,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, this is quite the main part of what am I doing every day lah. I
I
still
see.
do a little bit of FX, but I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
really takes up a lot of my attention during the day or so. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I seldom,
Mm-hmm.
do FX trading.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Well, stocks wise, I would say that because I'm working as well, so it
Mm-hmm.
depends on what kind of
Mm-hmm.
time horizon am I looking at as well.
Mm-hmm. I see.
So if you want to talk about trading style, like I would say that scalping would definitely not the kind of my cup
Mm-hmm.
of tea because I don't have the time and
Mm-hmm.
the attention to
I
monitor
see.
the
I
stocks
see. I
during
see.
the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in a way, I
Mm-hmm.
think for myself, I like to do my stocks planning,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and usually my time horizon takes up about 3 months, 3 months at
I
most.
see, I see, I see.
Yeah.
So, am I right to say, Kelvin, is you are more into like a swing trading or even rather a little bit leaning toward the position trading? Am I right to say that, Kelvin?
Yeah. Because
Mm.
it takes a lot of time.
I see,
That's
I
why
see,
we call it
I see.
swing or positional trading. Yeah,
Okay,
scalping
okay.
wise is much more of like people going in and coming out within a few pips, and
Yep,
that's really too high risk for me
I
as well.
see, I
Because
see. Great. Yeah, yeah,
sometimes
good.
when I'm in a
Yes.
meeting,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I'm working well or traveling around,
Mm-hmm.
I really doesn't can't give the attention to do any trading as
Exactly,
well.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I see. You bring up the really good point, Kelvin. Normally, for this kind of segment, I am more on the listening mode. But I think Kelvin make a very good point. If you are trying to scalp in the stocks, right? In my opinion, you're gonna have a lot of like you need to have more time to more screen time and am I right to say that, Kelvin, you're by trading stocks, especially stocks, and you are scalping, you are basically end up paying a lot to the brokerage commission, as in commission. Am I right to say that, Calvin?
I think for this portion, right,
What do you think? Yeah.
I mean, to all the listeners out there, you really have to identify what kind of trading is suitable for you. I mean, I cannot say that scalping is a wrong method of
I see,
trading.
I see,
mean,
I
some
see.
people really, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone just want to make money,
Of course, of
and
course, of course.
whatever it suits, right?
I
Yeah,
see,
whatever
I
it
see.
suits, you think it's
Okay,
good. I
okay.
mean, just be yourself.
Of course, of
Yeah,
course.
I mean, some people can be a day trader, they can scalp, they can swing, they
Mm-hmm.
can position trading, they can
I
even go
see.
like 1 or 2 years time horizon. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with that, but I just want to share the point is that you have to really know
Mm-hmm. I see.
what your daily
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
your daytime can offer, because
So
most of
you're
the
more
people that
concerned more
I
about the
know,
you're
yeah,
more concerned more about the screen time, I suppose.
yeah,
Okay.
because I find that trading basically is just like doing a business,
Of course, Calvin.
right?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the
Exactly.
risk that when we trade is exactly when you start off a business. I mean
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you definitely have some costs, you
Mm-hmm.
definitely make losses, you definitely
Mm-hmm.
make
Mm-hmm.
gain some profit.
I
And
see.
along the way, just like when you are paying rental for your shop and then you have to pay money to learn this and that from
Mm-hmm.
some of the trainers out there, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it depends on how one person is going to, think about
Operate
himself
the.
or
I see. Mm-hmm.
and identify himself of what is
Mm.
actually the most suitable for him.
I see, I
Yeah,
see. A great point you make over there, bro. So it's
yeah,
one thing that we would like to point out here is one of the things that is better to have a proper screen time on the trading of the stocks, right? I mean, screen time will be a one main
definitely.
important. I see, I see.
Yeah,
All right, all right. Okay, so
you
for
you
your
you,
case,
you wouldn't
mm-hmm,
want.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
you
ahead,
say?
Calvin. Go ahead, Calvin. Yes, go ahead, bro. Mm.
I mean, like I said, most of us are working like
Mm-hmm,
myself,
mm-hmm.
so I would definitely tell myself, especially this year. I mean, this is my resolution that more at least 1 hour a night just to screen through
Ah,
all the most of the chart that I can.
okay,
I mean, we have to discipline.
okay, okay. So another
Like I
good
say,
point.
it's running a
Discipline.
business. So
Okay.
trading, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
trading really haunts a lot about our character. I mean,
I
you need to
see.
have discipline. You need to
Mm-hmm.
have patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm,
I mean, it's really something good if you see it in the right way, lah.
mm. I see, I
Yeah.
see. Great, great, great.
So my take to or my advice to all the listener out there is that don't just because of you see people making money, you
Mm-hmm,
just
mm-hmm.
jump into the ship and then you just ride with them, because 9 out of 10 time you'll be at the losing end. It's just like gambling.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
we can put it that way as well. Yeah, thanks for the great insight, Kevin. I actually
Yeah.
from this interview with you alone, listener can learn two things. Or first thing, you must have a sufficient screen time to run your business or so-called your trading career. And second thing is you need a proper patience and proper discipline. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, Kelvin. Let me continue a little bit more further. Okay. Okay. I understand that you have been trading for like 10 years. All right. Okay. In between, yeah. What is your aha moment? Like something like, oh, you out of sudden you get it. The moment that you get how the market really works. When was it, Kelvin?
I think is after reading the VSA by Tom Williams, and I
Mm-hmm.
realized that
I see. Mm-hmm.
the and going to your course of classes,
Okay.
and I
Oh,
realized
thank you,
that
bro.
actually, yeah, I mean, technical analysis over the years that I've used, I mean, I've tried a lot of methods. I
Okay.
uses the RSI, MACD, I mean, you name it, I hear it, and
Mm.
I try and fail. But I
Mm-hmm.
realized that actually back to square one, which I'm doing right now, is I uses the support resistance,
Mm-hmm.
and I input the volume analysis, and
Okay. Okay.
together with the price action. I
Mm-hmm.
think this is where I realized that yeah, because market, they actually moves us by the smart money or the big boys, you see.
I see. I see. Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
we definitely want to be one of them, and we
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to identify
Mm-hmm.
when a stock is bottoming, when a stock is topish.
Topping out.
I
Okay.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean those days, I will see a candle reversal and then I'll just enter a
Mhm.
trade.
I see. I
Yeah,
see.
it's a 50% hit rate where the entry is not a bad one, but
Mm-hmm.
the most of the time, like I've told you before,
Mm-hmm.
I just doesn't know when to take profit.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes it might be, and most of the time it's either too early
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes the thing just swing back down.
Swim back,
So
swim back
after
down
reading
the initial
the
position. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, swing back down to the entry point.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that something is not right. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when I realized that yeah, it's the main bulk of the whole trading is that for myself, I think yeah, the aha moment should be when I realize volume is really the one that speaks the most among
All
all
right.
the
All right.
indicators in the market.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, great to hear that, bro. I
And
mean, yeah, it's great. Great. Okay.
yeah,
Continue, please. Kevin, please continue.
yeah, I think on this portion is also differs to many different people. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
some people I've seen in the market, they can use MACD very well and stuff like that.
I see. I
Some
see.
people they can use stochastic and stuff. I mean, I'm also trying to improve my trading by
Mm-hmm.
going back to all these
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and implement to my current trading strategy because
I see.
trading is not just a one day thing that where you think that out of the 10 trades that you make, 8 out of 10 winning trades today and you
Mm-hmm.
can just stop right there. You still have to continue to learn because
Mm-hmm.
the market is always changing.
All right. All
Yeah,
right. All right. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I mean, my, to, to my own personal culture is that I always just want to continue learning
I
because
see. I see. Mm-hmm.
there's many things out there for me
Mm-hmm.
to explore and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think
Mm-hmm.
trading itself offers me a lot of things to learn.
I see. I
And
see.
of
Mm-hmm.
course, it's also allowed me to meet a lot of people over these few years, especially.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a few traders that I know is really quite good out there. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if my take from these people are at the end of the day is still about the risk management skills,
I see. I
which
see.
I see, including myself, I think is a challenge at the moment
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
what I see a lot of people is when
Mm-hmm.
they enter a trade,
Mm-hmm.
including myself, sometimes I mean we will just we will just start to have the panic moment
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
ourselves really.
All right.
Yeah, your
All right.
heart and your head really will tell you the different thing.
I see.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to overcome this to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
And I wouldn't want I think one thing I also observe a lot
Mm-hmm.
in the social media especially
Mm-hmm.
is that people like to buy and hope, which is I think is
Okay.
not right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So to overcome this, I mean, I don't mind sharing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, when I always enter a trade, I
Mm-hmm.
will come up with a trade plan. I will pen
Okay.
down. This is also one of my resolution this year. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
will paste a chart and I will pen down the reason why I enter a trade.
All right. All right. So you record down
And if
the reason, yeah? You record down the reason why you entered the trade.
yes, of
Okay.
course, of course.
Okay.
I mean, it may not be very accurate. I mean, I can be honest with everyone else is that I'm not making a lot of money from the stock market, but I mean, it's decent enough that so far I think it's still fair enough to say that it's doing well. And
Mm-hmm.
every time you have a trade plan, you definitely place your entry,
Mm-hmm.
your take profit, and your stop loss. And with
Mm-hmm.
this trade plan itself, and you follow the trade plan,
Mm-hmm.
you doesn't need to pray to whoever it is or
Mm-hmm.
hope that
So there is not much of the
the
hoping
trade will
involved here,
go.
then, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's there to hope? Because we are
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
hunting what.
Yeah.
Unless we are going to the casino and you are buying the dice or whatsoever. Yeah, you
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah. I
Because
agree.
there's nothing you can do already when you enter a trade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is a psychological moment or
Mm-hmm.
psychological thought that many
Mm-hmm.
people I think is lacking. To be
I see. I
honest,
see. That's great. That's
yeah.
it's another great point, Kevin. You have made so far quite a few points so far. All right. Now you just talk to me about the importance of having a plan, right? So because you say that once after you take a trade, you basically become slightly different, right? Because of the emotional involvement, right? So you pace it
Yes,
up
yes,
and you
yes.
tell what you write it down why you enter a trade, right? Something like that.
Alright, yes.
Okay.
That's, I
Okay.
mean,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
All
No,
right.
I think having a
Yes.
trade plan, having
Mm-hmm.
a trade plan is very important.
Sure,
In
sure,
a
sure, sure.
way,
I agree with you.
it really allows you to realize that if it's a wrong move or a mistake, you can actually learn from it.
I see. I
And if
see.
it's a right move, or whatsoever, you can actually
Mm-hmm.
keep it, and then you can actually identify the next potential
Mm-hmm.
trade.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will go through another question. All right. I understand that you are always looking for improvement. Yeah. I'm not very sure whether will it be personnel or not, but how do you plan to improve further on your trading, Kelvin? How do you plan? Do you have any you want to improve on the technical or anything like that, Kelvin?
Okay, basically this year I set myself two challenge. Number
Mm-hmm.
one is actually to get an instrument into my monitoring of my chart. That means regardless is whether it's MACD, RSI or stochastic or whatsoever that's available.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that in future I can actually use one of these to help me to identify a better trade entry um, or my observation skills.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
see. I
but
see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but back to the trading psychology, I think this year should be the one that I want to overcome is. I mean, just like one of the video I watched from Jonathan this year, I think one thing I've been reminding myself is just trade what I see. That means regardless of what am I seeing from the FA perspective or whoever is posting on the Facebook or whatsoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
just basically trade
I
according to
see.
what the chart is telling me.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
That's great. Yep. I
yeah.
see.
So with this, I think
Mm-hmm.
it will actually improve my discipline as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I'm doing so because
Mm-hmm.
take for example, last week when I discussed with you about Singpost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's very bearish, and when I really share with a lot of people, some people come and tell me, hey, they have whatever Alibaba is backing or whatsoever. I mean, I'm I'm still bearish because I keep telling myself this is what the chart is telling me, and it can never go wrong. Right, because it's not manipulated, right?
Yeah, I
I mean
mean,
the daily
yeah,
opening and closing and how it moves, the
yeah,
volume itself,
yeah, yeah,
it is the fact. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Mm, yeah.
It's like if you know how to see the, to me the chart is like an X-ray. You can't really hide much, in my opinion. You know.
Exactly. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Okay. I continue with the next question. All right.
Mm.
All right. Because there's a lot of listener out there, and I like to, to seek your advice. Okay. What kind of advice that you want to give to your fellow traders, those listeners? What kind of advice, bro?
I would say that if you are a beginner, right, and you can't bear to lose money, don't ever trade. Because it's
Okay.
never the cup. It's never easy, seriously.
Okay. Okay.
And like I said, I always take this as a business.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can lose my job one fine day, but I can still continue trading until I step into the coffin,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's really something that
Mm-hmm.
not everyone can do to be a
Mm-hmm.
profitable trader.
Ah. Okay.
And to be a good trader,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely must have patience,
Okay.
discipline,
All right.
and I would say you must definitely put in a lot of effort.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, because right now every day I've worked till about 6 to 7, and I reaches home I still have two kids to put
Mm-hmm.
up, and I try to put them to sleep early, and that's where I start to analyze my chart, and it can
Mm-hmm.
actually end about 12 to 1,
I
and I
see.
can start work as early as 7 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the kind of sacrifices that I'm willing to put in because
All right. All right.
I really want to do it on a basis,
All right. All right.
consistent basis, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be someone that I can I'm making probably like 2 or 3 thousand at one go. Oh, now market is bad, and I can't short the SGX market, and I stopped trading already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this you need to really find a very long-term goal in doing this.
I see. So to summarize in a way, so you are agreeing that you have to put a lot of effort, for the fellow trader, because I understand that there are a lot of new traders, and a lot of new so-called would-be trader. They like to oh, I want money, I want to money, but you tell me where and you tell me how. So it's not really that case, yeah.
Yeah, I think people that follow people's trade call and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good thing to do it, seriously speaking, because it's just like buying. You going to the 4D outlet, right? And you just stand outside, and then you just follow what people is buying, and you just go and punt, right?
I see.
I mean, those are small amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
These are very big money, and to people who are very new, I would really feel that you should really put in more effort to learn first, and to learn first, to learn first from the right people, and to read a lot,
I see.
and then start to use your real money to trade. Because if you don't use your real money to trade, paper trade is never something that I think is very good in the long way. I mean, for a start, probably you can learn paper trade to understand the system, how it works and stuff like that. You can understand how the market works. But if you continue to use the demo of how to trade, right? It won't give you the real thing. It's until when you really start to put in the real money to trade, and when you start to lose, that's where you will learn where actually is correct or where actually is wrong. Right. And that's the most challenging part for, I think, most people.
I see. All right.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, in demo, look everything normal, everything good. Then they finally move to the live. Then they tell another story, right?
Yeah, because when you trade, like I say, when you trade the real money, right, that's where the psychological moments come into
I see.
yourself really. That's where your anxiety is higher, your anxiety level is higher, and you will actually feel it, you see.
I see.
Yeah, and out there, compared to when I first started trading, right, I mean, now internet, social media is all around the world. I think all the materials out there is just for you. It's just whether you want to put in the effort to go to know whether this thing is available for free or not, which I've always been doing. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to read more, and I'm trying to get to know more, socialize more with people. Yeah, why not this way? I mean, if you it happens to be seeing people that that place their chart and starting a discussion in some of the free Facebook pages, you can actually just PM them and be a bit thick-skinned to ask them how they go about doing it. And some people whom I know, they're actually willing to share. Yeah.
I see.
My advice to these people is actually you have to really start to learn and ask. Learn and ask, and there are a lot of kind people out there who are willing to share.
I see. So,
but of course,
ready to learn.
Of course, for quality trainers, for quality trainers like you and stuff, they have to pay a fee,
Nice, nice. Yep. All right.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, Kelvin, a few questions before we just say bye for today. All right. Okay, would you mind sharing, Kelvin, what was your recent, in your recent memory, what was your best trade, Kelvin? Best trade.
I think the best trade was during the first week of January this year when I spotted Sing Myanmar falling to was it about 50? You remember that, right? Yeah, 58 cents or 56, where I see a reversal coming, and based on the instrument that I always use, I think the trade really went very well.
Yep, I agree with that. Oh, that was
followed by.
Well, it was. I mean, it was good. I mean, you have quite a good run. Yep. Yes. Okay. Would you mind asking Kelvin one more question, Kelvin? Okay. from your current trading, because I know you put a lot of effort, your current trading, right? I'm quite sure it have become quite a consistent contributor for your expenses as well, right? I mean, they can pay a lot of your expenses and stuff from your trading alone.
No, not really lah. In a way lah. In a way, yeah.
In a way. So at least you
I
are on a
mean,
consistent
it
and
depends
positive
on
side.
how.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, one person you definitely want to be consistent in
Mm-hmm.
doing a business, ma.
All right.
Who wants to start a business and
Yeah,
making a loss every
yeah.
day?
Because I mean, as we already knew that, you know, there are quite a lot of high chunk of percentage of trader out there not even can make you know, don't talk about in a very big positive side, they are not even can be able to make on the consistent on the plus side, you know, but on the plus side. So it's like, that's why I was asking you on that. I'm very sure that you are a, you know, consistent trader. You're a consistently profitable trader. That's why, you know, yep, that's why I would like to ask you, and, you know, I would like to bring you up for interview and stuff. Yeah, thanks for that, Kelvin.
Yeah.
All right, a few more questions.
Yeah.
All right. Just now we talked about what kind of advice would you like to give. So the advice that you want to give to the new trader is like, you have to learn, you have to put it that way, you have to learn before you can earn, right? Then you have to put a lot of effort and stuff like that. All right. It leads to another question. Okay, what do you think? What is the most important quality that the person must have to become a profitable trader? What is the most quality? What do you think, Kelvin?
What is the quality to be a very profitable trader?
Mm-hmm.
I think it still boils down to hard work.
Also, he must be quite
It's still,
hardworking.
yeah,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but you still have to really obey your trade plans. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if the price really hit your stop loss, you really have to, you really have to cut loss. Because in stock,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in stock, it's not like CFD account where you can actually, really key in all this beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes people get emotional if the market turns, and they are reluctant to do so. And that's where the praying and hoping will come into the picture.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing because sometimes if the price go up and you doesn't want to take a profit where actually you should,
Mm-hmm.
you will also start to hope and pray it will go even higher. That's where I'm talking about the psychological moments where I used to face it.
Oh, I see. Yep. All
Yeah.
right. So the two qualities are hard work and another is put it that way, discipline.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, this we are I mean we are all small trader out there.
Mm-hmm.
We are not those institutional big boys where they can just eat up or throw down millions of lots every day.
Mm-hmm.
So how you're going to pitch with them is really, you have to be not to be one step ahead of them, is to be one step ahead of the rest
Mm-hmm.
to know that these people are already in this stock already.
I see.
Right.
Yep.
And you also have to be one step ahead of the rest of the people out there to be out of this stock when these people have really dumped up all their lots in this stock already.
I see. Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's my take.
Yep.
So that's why I've been always emphasizing that volume is the thing that
Mm-hmm.
everyone should learn.
Everyone should learn. I see. So not
Yeah.
really much of the technical those indicator, yeah. Put it that way.
To me, it's not proven to me that there's a good technical indicator out there that can prove me
I see.
some accurate analysis for me at the moment.
I see.
So I can't tell you that what is really good for me.
I see.
I mean, if one day I really think that this is good, I will definitely share with friends of mine as well.
Sure. Would you mind asking, Kelvin, what's your chart setup looks like? Like you use candlestick or a bar chart or stuff like that? What do you prefer? Just
Definitely candlestick.
Candlestick. And
I mean,
how do you do you put in any indicator in your setups or something? Apart from volume,
I use the volume, I use the moving average.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes some stocks that like die down for a couple of months or years where the previous few months or recent years there's no volume, I will
I
have to
see.
use the
Moving average too.
moving average
All
for
right.
to actually help me to forecast some support and resistance points.
I see. I see. I see. That's
Yeah,
great. Something new.
but
Yeah.
the thing is that I mean one thing I can also share with some people is that candlestick can tell you a lot of story about the price movement in a day,
Okay.
especially market is choppy. Yeah, and
Mhm.
in my mind, I oh I mean I have this amount of practice on a daily basis. Is some stocks that I'm holding,
Mhm.
I will actually take note of the market opening and the market closing.
Mhm. Mhm.
And in my mind, I already start to draw out how the candle is going to look like.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, in my mind, I'm actually thinking like how this is this stocks going to continue to be bearish or bullish? And I mean,
Mhm.
if because market close at 5 ma,
Yes.
so
Yes.
by the time 3 or 4, when I see the price is not doing very well, and I really can go in and take a look, I will actually decide on whether to buy or sell
Mhm.
my counters on
I
hand.
see. I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see. All right. Something new here is that's great.
Mm,
So you
yeah.
you use a little bit of MA over there. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Correct.
Thanks for sharing, Kelvin. Yep. Something.
Mm,
Something insightful. All right. Okay.
right.
Last question, Kelvin. All right. Okay. Now we are in the
Uh-huh.
early 2017. As you know that a lot of people have been talking like those years that end with seven, like 1987, 2007. They tend out to be more on the those big move coming up later. So what do you think, Kelvin? What is your general view for 2017? What do you think?
I think market is still bullish at the moment.
Okay. Okay. So it.
Of course we have, yeah, but of course we have been bullish for 1 month. I think
Mm-hmm.
correction should be coming in a point of time lah. But after correction, we will still be moving up higher. And um, some people have been also sharing with me that this year the micro pennies are actually moving up,
Yep. Yep.
which it is happening. And
Mm-hmm.
my advice to some people is, I mean, you should actually put in some effort and time to identify
Mm-hmm.
which are the micro pennies that might can be multi-baggers.
I see. I see.
Yeah,
I see.
right.
Kevin, if you don't mind asking, all right. Okay.
Mhm.
I know that. I mean, our interview is kind of early because I'm going to only release it on the next Tuesday, right? But if you don't mind
Yeah,
sharing, okay, what do you think? Is there any counter that we should look out for? I mean, just what do you think, only, Kevin?
I think for myself, it should be ASL Marine,
Mm,
Chris Energy,
okay.
or Mermaid,
I
but not
see.
at this price lah at the moment.
I see. You're expecting to
Yeah,
some sort of like retracement for an entry again, something like that. Is it something like that?
yeah.
Okay.
My take is
Okay.
that
I see. I
yeah.
see. I see.
Then I'm looking at both Telco, M1 and StarHub. I think
Oh, you mean those telco stop? You
I
mean?
think
Uh-huh.
not for Singtel, of course, because they didn't really correct that much. But
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Starhub, yeah.
counters like StarHub
Starhub,
and
M1.
StarHub should easily go to three over dollar plus.
I see. I see. I
M1
see.
probably recovering to two plus or
I see.
over.
I see. All
Uh,
right. All right.
yeah,
All right. No
the
problem.
bank
Just
stocks
asking, Kevin.
probably.
Yeah, it's okay. Mm-mm. Thank you. Thanks for your
Yeah,
insight, Kevin. Yep.
yeah.
All right.
Bank stocks as well
Mm.
probably.
Our bank stop. Okay.
Other
Okay.
than other than that, I think what else is good?
Okay. ASL machine,
Yeah, I
Mermaid,
mean,
Chris Energy, and telco stocks. Yeah.
and I'm bearish at SPH, Singpost,
Okay.
Thai Beverage.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, Tiberia, yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
correct.
All right. All right. All right.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's my list for now, lah.
Sure. 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 Thanks for
But I'm
sharing.
not a I'm not an economist or whatsoever. Like say, I just trade based on what the chart is telling me.
Sure. Sure. That
But
means
on the longer,
That means as the day go by, is there any totally different indication shown in the chart? You don't mind flipping your position as well, right? Because I just want to make sure the listener understand of those things that we just have discussed. Even though we talk
mm,
like ASL Marine or whatever, You know, it maybe by the time maybe in a 2 to 3 days down the road, or even a 1 week or 1 month down the road, there's a something big, you know, something totally opposite direction signal coming, and we don't mind shorting it as well, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point of time, I can say because it is based on what am I seeing
That's
till
right.
today at this moment.
Exactly.
Because market. There's no certainty in market, I would
Sure.
say.
Sure.
I mean, if there is certainty in market, I always tell people that it wouldn't wait for you to come in to make money with them already.
Yes.
If not, the whole street is all filled with rich people already, ma.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's a challenge where people cannot just listen to this podcast and say, oh, tomorrow I will go and buy this and that just based on what I've heard. That's equivalent to punting.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Back
have to
to
be.
the
I
square one
mean,
again.
like you have to be like what you have always shared with us is that you have to be responsible for your trade as well. Right.
Exactly.
Correct. And I can be wrong because for those things I have said, but I mean, you really have to do your homework at the end of the day.
I see, Kelvin. All right, great insight so far. Okay, guys, for those listener, so what we have learned so far is that, as you can see, Kelvin put a lot of effort. Okay, so all the reward not coming just with the with a little bit of effort or anything. He put a lot of effort, and he was serious. He is serious about his own trading. You see, so yep. Thanks to Kelvin for really sharing with us. All right, Kelvin, any other words, Kelvin? Yeah, any other words, Kelvin? Any last thing to share? Anything?
I mean, at this point of time, people will be quite curious that
Mm-hmm.
where I shared that people want to say where I shared with people is that you should start learning. In Singapore, there's actually quite a few good traders that I know out there. People like Raymond Chua, people like Charles, like you, the Sonic R team, which I think I benefited a lot, and I made a lot of good friends. Yeah, I made a lot of good friends from the course. I'm not marketing for anyone here.
Sure.
I'm just trying to name people that you should probably find an opportunity to learn from them, and their cost. I wouldn't say it's cheap or expensive. I would say it's affordable. And people like Jonathan from CMC, people like Chua Cumming, the SG Divergence trader. I think these are the 4 people whom I really look up to.
Sure.
But you ask me what is common among them, I would say they are very good risk manager out there.
I see. All right.
They manage their emotional very well. They are very disciplined, and their methods are good. It's just depending on how are you going to use it for yourself.
I see. Thanks for that, Kelvin.
Yeah, it's just like today you buy a fishing rod, and this particular fishing rod is only meant for you to catch small fish and not big fish. And you wanted to use it for the big fish, and you can never succeed.
I see.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, and I mean with things like torrents, YouTube, or you can just easily find a lot of materials out there for you to gain the trading knowledge. Definitely.
I see.
So it boils down to the effort, seriously speaking.
I see. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. It's come to the end of the segment with Mr. Kelvin. All right. Hey, Kelvin, thanks a lot, bro. I am sure, including myself and all the listeners, learn a lot from you, bro. Okay. So I talk to you again for that. All right. Okay.
Let me wish everyone Happy New Year.
Sure. Happy Chinese New Year, bro. Yeah. Thank you.
Happy New Year to you, bro.
Thank you. Kelvin, you hold a line for a while, bro. Hold a line for a while. Thanks.
Sure.
Thank you, Kelvin.
Okay.